we are at Podio HQ, and the first meetup just get over. I'm right now with Thomas. Thomas, thank you very much for coming and for speaking.
Thank you.
With us. First question, like your key takeaway about your talk?
My key takeaway from my talk? My talk was really trying to focus on the fact that we all know that the future of work is decentralized, collaborative, open, ad hoc, live, flow, stream, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So we were really trying to get more kind of to the deeper level of how do we actually really understand that work has changed from A to B, state change from one situation to another situation. So, so that was my talk, sharing some personal stories about
two very nice stories
about how work really had changed for me, or just over the last 15-20 years. And then trying to get all the great people we had at the meetup to also share their stories.
Yeah.
And the reasoning why I think it's really important, and also ties in really what we're doing with Podio in terms of management books have been written, all the stuff is there. We know all this stuff, but how do we actually get it to work? That's obviously what we're trying to support with Podio. Actually build the tools that augment people in working the way they want to do it, and try to change how they work.
I'm just wondering on how to implement this change of working like on a day-to-day basis.
Actually, I think the nice takeaway from the meetup today was it was a really kind of deep feeling of what everyone shared, and all the people sharing their lessons of using Podio between tools and people and processes. And I think that was that's also a lot of the people that are using Podio are like people that are both aware of building tools or modeling Podio, building apps, and also have an idea of work and processes and changing things.
Yeah.
And it's kind of that in that intersection that we're really trying to work, because you have a lot of the tech guys that are building all kinds of fancy systems that nobody's ever going to use. And you have a lot of soft guys and girls that are really good at work processes and innovation and methods, but don't have any. Are really afraid of the tools and the technology. Even though email has probably shaped organizational culture and society more the last 15 years than any management theory ever has, or management idiom or anything. So tools are really important, but obviously processes and human behavior is also really important. And I think it's that kind of intersection that we're really sensing today in the meetup.
Yeah, that's very good. Thank you so much, Thomas, again for being here and for spending time with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What is the most interesting thing about it is that every great thing, or like a revolution, always comes when you have great leadership. And that's actually what I see when I see Thomas standing there and talking about how he has changed the way that he actually interacts with people.
Yeah.
There's actually leadership, that he has kind of changed the way that we lead people. That's also like the essence of Podio. That it's not the tool itself, but it's how you actually change the way we lead people. And that is actually the most interesting insights. That's also what the entire thing is, just what it's about, essentially.
Yeah.
I was really practical in my talk about implementing Podio and what are the challenges. And people were very interested in how are we doing this, and what are our work in implementing Podio. And our key thing is to help people changing the way they work and changing their habits, because that's the biggest challenge for them when trying to use Podio. They have to get used to using a platform instead of sending emails or making spreadsheets and everything they have been doing for 10 or 20 years.
Yeah. And last one, personally, what do you like the most with Podio?
Well, the best thing about Podio, actually there's two things I would like to put, is the app builder, because that's the most unique thing about Podio, is that you can build Podio as you work, where all the other tools that we have been using in the past was just, they were pre-configured to be used in one way, like the producers of this tool. And that's where Podio is really, really good, that you can build Podio as you work. And the other thing is that Podio is really, really user-friendly. We got researchers, which is kind of old, and they are not used to using any IT tools at all, and they are sitting, building their own apps and working with Podio as it was totally natural for them.